I'm confident for this fight. I don't want to talk of the after the fight. I'm confident for this fight. I want this belt, and I do my best during the camp for that. But everybody knows my strength already. I can move very well. I can manage the distance very well. My striking is a high-level striking, and so I'm gonna manage this.
Actually, why I'm actually a big fan of like Tom Aspinall as well.
Oh yeah.
You don't really see that anywhere, full stop, but definitely not in the heavyweight division.
No heavyweight moves like him.
No one moves like him.
He moves like a 185er.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
With that kind of explosive and that power, it's crazy.
Crazy speed for a heavyweight.
What if Ciryl Gane wins? And John's like, I'm back. I already was in the testing pool. I was in the testing pool before he won. Give me a title shot. Would that not be the most ultimate move of all time? That shit would be hilarious.
That would be devious.
That shit would be hilarious.
It would be funny.
That shit would be hilarious.
He's gonna get hated on for that.
Don't care.
But it's gonna
he
be
would make
funny
$10 million to become the heavyweight champion
over a guy he just took down relatively. My man came out, threw a couple of strikes. He said,
UFC 321 is just around the corner, with Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall preparing to face off for the heavyweight championship. Gane has expressed strong confidence in taking the title from Aspinall and has cautioned the reigning champ that he's coming with full force on October 25th.
Crash dummy. I ain't gonna tell you do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm just being 100. Push for me same way I push for you.
Ciryl Gane is fully dedicated to his training camp, keeping all distractions out of his path. He has voiced strong confidence ahead of the fight, stating that his main focus is capturing the heavyweight title. Gane pointed out that his strengths lie in his movement, control of distance, and elite-level striking. He mentioned that his attention remains on his family, close circle, team, and goals, not on social media or public opinions.
I'm confident for this fight. I don't want to talk of the after the fight. I'm confident for this fight. I want this belt, and I do my best during the camp for that. But everybody knows my strength already. I can move very well. I can manage the distance very well. My striking is a high-level striking, and so I'm gonna manage this. I do this for me. Like the target is the belt, and I'm not focused on the social media, the people outside. I'm really focused on my family, my friend, my team, my goal, my target, and training.
Tom Aspinall shared his relief at finally getting the chance to face Ciryl Gane after several delays, mentioning that this will be the 4th time the fight has been arranged. With their showdown set for October 25th in Abu Dhabi, Aspinall made it clear that his mission is to stop Gane from claiming the heavyweight crown once and for all.
We're back after over a year hiatus. Ciryl finally signed on the dotted line. This is the 4th time we've been matched up together. And now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Ciryl, the 4th attempt is here, and this is Cyryl's 3rd title shot. We are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture.
Tom Aspinall acknowledges the high intensity surrounding his upcoming clash with Ciryl Gane, but points out that the pressure isn't his alone. He emphasized that Gane has already fallen short in 2 prior title shots, which adds even more weight to this matchup. Aspinall explained that both fighters are determined not to stumble under the spotlight, making this fight a true test of composure and willpower.
During your every fight you have, are you feeling pressure for this one?
Mate, absolutely. Absolutely, but there's certain types of athletes, certain types of people, not just athletes. There's those that pressure wears them down, and there's those who shine under pressure, and I am 100% part of the latter. But that being said, it's not just me who's under pressure. It's his 3rd title shot, mate, and he failed the first 2. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of pressure on me, but there's also a lot of pressure on him. There's pressure on both of us. Every fight you go into, there's pressure. I can't speak for the rest of the fighters, but mate, I don't want to get kicked in front of millions of people. That's the biggest pressure in me. I don't want to get battered in front of millions of people. No way about it. So to me, that's the biggest pressure. Titles, all rankings, statistics, all that aside, I don't want to get beat up in front of millions of people. So there's.
Meanwhile, Alex Pereira has his sights set on moving up to the heavyweight division, creating quite a buzz as Potin expresses interest in facing Jon Jones. In a recent interview, Jones made it clear that he hasn't retired. He continues to train 5 days a week and remains active in the UFC's testing pool. He added that he's currently preparing for the UFC's upcoming White House event and will be ready to step in if called, though he noted that the ultimate decision lies with Dana White.
I am not retired. I'm actively training 5 days a week, and I'm in the UFC's drug testing pool.
Great. And what's the status of the fight at the White House?
I don't really know. It's kind of out of my control right now. I'm training for the event. I'll be ready for the event. That's my goal. That's my intention. But ultimately, it's up.
Jon Jones is focused on earning a spot at the UFC White House event, training hard and staying in top form. He aims to prove to Dana White that he's serious about this opportunity, even though the final decision is not up to him. Jones also points to his involvement in UFC's new media projects as evidence of his dedication, hoping it boosts his chances of being included on the card.
So freaking tremendous. I'm training constantly. The brand's in a great place. We're doing really cool things, cool people like yourself, and I'm just happy to be here.
Are you going to be a part of this White House card?
I don't know. I'm definitely training constantly for the opportunity. My goal is to just show Dana how serious I am about being in the event, and I hope he chooses me. But ultimately, it's in his hands. He's the boss.
It's got to be a good sign that you're here, though. Like with CBS and Paramount Plus and this big UFC deal, I feel like if you weren't in everyone's good graces right now, I probably wouldn't be talking to you, right?
Exactly. It's a great sign that I'm not only here, but a part of the production.
Dana White has decided against including Jon Jones on the White House event card, not because of Jones's status, but due to the potential risks. He explained that it's too risky to give Jones such a prominent spot at such a significant event, fearing something could go wrong.
And about him winning the belt, you know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong, especially the White House.
Dana White commented on Alex Pereira's intention to move up to the heavyweight division, explaining that jumping 2 weight classes in the UFC is a tougher task than in boxing. He also mentioned that the light heavyweight division still offers thrilling fights and questioned Pereira's reasons for moving up unless retirement is on his mind.
Him going up to heavyweight. He's mentioned it a few times in the past. He always wanted that Jon Jones fight, and I understand why maybe that fight wasn't appealing to you, but what is your reservations about sending him to heavyweight at this point?
Probably that he was a middleweight. He was a middleweight, and he's going to jump up 2 weight classes in the UFC. It's not like jumping up 2 weight classes in boxing. It's a big jump.
And as far as Yuri's performance,
and it's not that I have any reservations about it. I mean, the guy is he's in a division that there's still some interesting fights. I don't know. It's just I like the guy so much. We'll see. We'll have to talk about it. I just don't see why, unless he wants to retire, why throwing him in at heavyweight makes any sense. Other than I just end up saying he wants to do it so bad, I'll just...
Meanwhile, Chally Sunsen encourages Jon Jones to go after Alex Pereira's light heavyweight title rather than staying in the heavyweight division. He thinks Jones should focus on a fight at 205 pounds, which would turn their matchup into a title fight and make it much more exciting for fans.
Give you the hot take of the day. If I'm in Jon Jones's shoes and I hear this and I feel this buzz and there's this huge fight and it has all of a sudden got my interest, but there's no title on the line, I can fix that real fast. I can say I will fight you and I'll even find a world title because it's going to be yours. I'll see you at 205 pounds. And if Jon Jones does that, my partner, we're having a very different conversation.
Oh, chill. Oh my God.
Henry Cejudo suggested a Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira BMF fight, saying it could even be the main event at the White House show. He mentioned that while Jones might shy away from Tom Aspinall, taking on Pereira, who's gained major attention after his recent win, would be a huge event. Cejudo also added that this fight could be the last for both fighters, making it a historic matchup.
I think what's next for Merab is the winner of Umar Nurmagomedov and Mario Bautista. I think because of that close fight that he did have with Umar, I mean I feel like it's well deserved, especially if he gets through a guy like Mario Bautista. And that's it, bro. The winner of this fight, Merab beats the winner out of this fight of Mario and Bautista. I think he should go up to 145 pounds. And you know what? Call me crazy, Kush, but I do feel that if he does go up to 145 pounds, I think he could beat Alexander Volkanovski. I really do, man. If he's been able to do that to the majority of all of us, bro, imagine him feeling even better up a weight division. He could bring some problems to Volkanovski.
Michael Bisping also responded to Alex Pereira's intention to face Jon Jones at the White House event. He shared that Pereira told Dana White his move to heavyweight isn't just to fight the winner of Ciryl Gane versus Tom Aspinall, but also to chase a big-name matchup against Jon Jones, who is considered one of the sport's all-time greats.
Next. Now, of course, he wants to go to heavyweight. Dana White said that he saw him at the Performance Institute on Friday. He told Dana face-to-face he wants to go to heavyweight, and you would assume that by going to heavyweight, he would mean wanting the winner of Ciryl Gane versus Tom Aspinall, which goes down in just a couple of weeks. But that's not what he wants. He wants to take on Jon Jones at the White House, the greatest of all time, depending on who you ask, of course. We're not getting into that whole...
Michael Bisping believes Alex Pereira deserves big opportunities thanks to his impressive comeback, exciting fights, and strong fan backing. He pointed out that while opponents like Giga Chikadze and Carlos Ulberg are possible, Pereira has already beaten Chikadze twice, and a fight with Ulberg would likely favor Pereira because of his striking skills. Bisping concluded that the most thrilling fight would be a high-profile showdown against Jon Jones, potentially even at the White House event.
Pereira wants. Now, I will say this, the man should be afforded some wild opportunities. What he did, the way he came back, the way he thrills audiences, the knockouts that he's had, the career that he's had, the impact that he's made on this sport, and the fan base that will once again be behind him is immense, okay? So I say give the man some fun fights. Yes, of course, there is Carlos Ulberg out there, and there is Jiří Procházka. Jiří, I could not be a bigger fan of that guy. I love that guy, but he's been beaten by Alex twice. I hate to say it, I don't think the outcome would be much different. Carlos Ulberg, yeah, sure. Make him fight Carlos Ulberg, probably beat Carlos Ulberg, because it'll be a kickboxing match. Ulberg's not going to shoot a double leg takedown. He's not all of a sudden going to turn into a Dagestani wrestler that he just beat, by the way, 1 minute, 20 seconds. He would probably beat Carlos Ulberg as well. So what do you do with it? Well,
Michael Bisping also talked about the potential fight between Alex Pereira and Jon Jones, describing it as a massive matchup. He highlighted that a victory for Pereira would make him a 3-division UFC champion, a historic feat that would solidify his place among the all-time greats in UFC.
Pereira, okay, I mean, that's a huge fight. That's a big fight that a lot of people would want to see. But what would you rather see? But the fight that I would rather see is Alex Pereira going up against Tom Aspinall or Ciryl Gane. More than likely, Tom Aspinall, let's be honest, he's probably going to win against Ciryl. Alex Pereira has the opportunity to become a 3-weight division champion, something that no one's ever done. That's never happened. We've had many double champs. We've had several simultaneous double champs, but no one has gone through 3 different weight classes and became the champion. There will be no doubt that Alex Pereira would be the greatest undisputed fighter that ever competed in the UFC, because you can't argue with the fact that he was the champion in 3 different ways.
Ariel Helwani thinks that if Alex Pereira defeats Jon Jones and then Tom Aspinall, the debate about the GOAT would become very interesting. He pointed out that Pereira is close to achieving a historic milestone in MMA.
And beats him.
Yeah.
And then goes and fights Tom and beats him. You have to start talking about him being the greatest ever.
He's the GOAT if he does.
Period. There's like no discussion anymore.
No, there's no combo if he does that.
So it's right there.
Imagine?
He's got a 2-fight plan. And by the way, the money, I can't imagine what it's going to be. This guy was a few Magomed takedowns away on Saturday from like now us talking about him fighting, Mingyang Zhang next. You know what I mean? And now he has set himself up for 2 fights in 2026, potentially June and December, where he's on the verge of...
On the other hand, Tom Aspinall joked that if he were to fight Alex Pereira at heavyweight, he'd dash across the octagon like a rugby player and go straight for a takedown.
Well, the bell would go, and I'd run across full blast and rugby tackle him, is what I'd do.
Go straight for the takedown?
First 10 seconds of the fight, yeah. Well, I've got one very reliable takedown that I do. If you watch my fight with Arlovsky, did it there.
Spear.
The spear,
Yeah.
It's undefeated in training. The problem is when you do it, you nearly knock yourself out. So I don't do it that much because you just run into some full blast with your head. So I save that for rare moments. But that's the exact takedown I do. Full blast, mate. 40-yard dash straight across.
Meanwhile, Alex Pereira shared his views on the upcoming Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane fight, pointing out that Gane's constant movement sets him apart from the opponents Aspinall has faced. He thinks this style could throw off Aspinall's rhythm in the early rounds, posing a different kind of challenge compared to his usual aggressive rivals.